So they're trying to accost me by feigning mental illness on me. I have many cell phones here. I've been recording incidences for the past 10 years, and they've been able to steal my evidences, but I still have more cell phones here. I have one in my hand, and I have up to 4 cell phones in here that have video. So that's why they're trying to use this to attack me, so they can feel mental illness on me and pretend that they're putting me in the psych ward, and so they can get a hand on my videos. Because the NYPD attacked me on July 20, 2019, after an African was throwing water at the police in Harlem. He was a Senegalese guy. Maybe he was born in America, but was of Senegalese descent. And close to July 20, 2019, he was throwing water at the police, and I sued the NYPD earlier. And Uganda was trying to help me with the court because they choked him dead close to my birthday in 2014. My birthday is July 8th. They choked him dead to July 17, 2014. So they say no pick, no case. So I've been sending videos of abuses, for the past years now, especially the 2019 incident, how it started, how they were attacking me in the bathroom on Prospect Park, sent somebody into the bathroom with me, and the person turned the hot water on for over an hour, and the hand dryer on, and created so much steam in that bathroom, and normally when they provoke me, I'll call the NYPD, but I figured why they decided to provoke me by creating so much steam, by turning the hot water on for over an hour, was to create the perfect rules. So if I call the NYPD and the NYPD storms that bathroom, normally when the NYPD responds to my phone call, they try to increase the altercation. They try to provoke me further. So they were trying to kill me in that bathroom that day. Because the person turned on even the hot water was never that hot before. They had increased the temperature of the hot water, and they created steam as I was in the bathroom. So I was recording that woman that pulled me to the bathroom at Prospect Park train station on the Q line on July 20, 2019. I sued the NYPD in the past, and they always retaliated against me when my friend I recorded. I was supposed to help him report because I recorded him, and within weeks in 2014, they went and took him dead. So on the same spot he was standing in when he promised to help me. And they never let me testify in court, even though the FBI was surveilling me. Because I used to have an immigration court case in 2000. My mother brought me to the country, and the immigration arrested me at the airport, saying children of green card holders can't come into the country with their parents. And it was such a ridiculous charge, and they took my fingerprints and put me in the immigration prison at a Wackenhut detention facility in Queens, and sent my fingerprint to the FBI. And then after 9/11 happened, and the FBI was all over every illegal immigrant, so they were surveilling me for a long, long time. And when I recorded Regana, they were watching, as I was recording him. So they have a video of Regana promising to help me in my court papers when we did against the NYPD and deliver it to the NYPD. And within weeks, the NYPD took him dead, and the FBI didn't let me testify, or the NYPD also didn't let me testify. And the FBI didn't bring the federal charges against the Regana killer. And the state charges was dismissed because for lack of evidence, I guess, they do it for them to die them. So I have like 4 phones here, this is the edge of the phone, so I put it in my jacket pocket, there's 4 phones, so they believe that they can send mental illness on me and probably kill me. They can get to my phones and destroy it, because the last time they attacked me in 2019, they destroyed so much evidence. They left all my evidence on the sidewalk as they were carrying me away in an ambulance, and they choked me almost dead. But a bastard, I was recording the videos on my Twitter and YouTube and on my Google Archive. So this is becoming more genocidal. So they try to find anybody willing to create any altercation with me, because the NYPD always come and buy food from these guys. And I've been noticing hostility, even with one person almost ran me over with a motorcycle here. So they're conducting terrorism here. They almost ran me with a motorcycle, and I recorded it. I witnessed that watched that happen. I recorded the witness after the incident, because it happened so fast, and the incident also told me they almost ran him over with a motorcycle, and the witness ran into the car and drove away. So they're conducting almost terror-like things It was the management. They're just trying to create an altercation so that the NYPD can come and then they try to frame mental illness on me. And poverty is not mental illness. Okay, I mean, look, I know. I may not keep the most tidy appearance because even when I try to do laundry, they try to laundry mat attack me. The videos there will show. They attack me the laundry mat also. So they're waging a war. My friend Arigona killed. My mother's daughter sent mental illness on my mother at Bellevue Hospital. They were born here in America. The name is Banana Flora. The same mental illness on my mother. And as my case was going on against the NYPD, I don't know what their motive was to try to kill her, but after they killed her, they went and stole her belongings. I don't know if they were trying to get control over her, because I sued the NYPD for millions of dollars, that the NYPD removed my mother from her home on Staten Island, so maybe they were trying to get power of attorney over her by calling her crazy, so they can then get some of the money for themselves. So, so it's been ridiculous. 2015, my mother's daughter sent mental illness to my mother. Got her killed in Bellevue Hospital as my mother was going for treatment for a heart disease. And the daughters also sent mental illness on me after my mother brought me into the country from Nigeria. In 2001, my mother, tricked me to go with her to her daughters in Pittsburgh. They live in Pittsburgh, and she left me there. I was trying to get into the car with her. One of her daughters hit me with a car named Flora, and the other one called the police on me. Said I was attacking them with a weapon, and I was crazy. So the police took me, to lie on me, and the police took me to the, what's the name of this hospital in Pittsburgh? Mercy Providence Hospital in 2001. I was new in the country. I was barely 1 year in the country. I didn't even understand it. And they determined the psych ward, but I knew I had an immigration court date in that 2001. So I told the doctors that I have an immigration court, and they said, well, no, your mother's daughter bluntly said you don't have an immigration court date. You're just imagining stuff. So I was like, so I called my lawyer in New York. My lawyer spoke with the hospital, and the hospital apologized to me. They said, that I wasn't crazy. And they were just, but when my mother's daughter told them I didn't have an immigration case, that's why they held me, because they thought I was just, delusional. So they apologized to me that they could never, that they couldn't have suspected that that Bolanley was lying to them, that she appeared normal, like she was lying with a straight face to them, So that's how I got out of the hospital to come for my immigration court hearing in New York, So my mother, when she was having a heart problem, she went to live with her daughters after the police removed us from her home on Staten Island, because she had a heart disease and she didn't want to be on the street. So she went to live with them. In 2014, she moved there, and within a year she's already dead. And she said they were abusing her. So she ran back to New York when she was having heart problems, but she didn't want her daughters to lie against her and call her crazy. That's why she didn't go to the hospital in Pittsburgh. So she got on a Greyhound bus to come to New York, and in the middle of the journey, she began to have a severe heart problem, and the bus pulled over. They were calling 911, the Greyhound bus in New Jersey. But she told them that she keep driving to New York. She just wanted to be away from her daughters as possible, because she didn't want to be close by them. So her daughters won't come to Jersey and send mental illness on her, just to have her under control and kidnap her and take her to Pittsburgh against her will. She said they were acting erratically, and they were contacting people in Nigeria that wanted to kill my mother. Me and my mother testified about those people in my immigration court hearing at the Federal Plaza, and it's with the immigration records. We testified 2001, so that record can be pulled out. It's in my immigration file at the immigration court hearing. The hearing was transcribed, like all court immigration court hearings, and it's in my record. So my mother was put in, when they got to New York, she had already collapsed. So they took her to Bellevue Hospital, and she was shocked when her daughters was able to come to find out what hospital she was in, because she never told them she was in a hospital. She never told them the name of the hospital. She was trying to flee from the abuse, and they started arresting at the hospital. My mother was born in Nigeria. She's not proficient in American English. She was born in America. They were proficient in American English. I guess they wanted maybe for financial motive, because she was also telling me that she feels that we were trying to kill her for insurance money, that she suspected they might have black insurance on her, because the way they were menacing her, that they were trying, because I also put it in the court papers that my mother almost had a heart attack, started having heart attack symptoms when the police came to drive us away from our home, and they told us if we don't comply, they're either going to lock us up in the prison for disobedience to the police or put us both in the psych ward. And I said when they said that they were going to lock us up, my mother began to have symptoms of heart attack. So I believe this will be one of the motivations for our daughters to try to scare my mother and told the Bellevue hospital to lock her up in the psych ward. You know, and they worked for them and they killed her, and then they went and stole my mother's belongings. They put in my belongings at the keeper self-storage. When my mother had a storage unit for me and her, they went and stole those belongings at the keeper self-storage on First Avenue on Staten Island. You know, and then they went and dumped my mother's body in New Jersey for burial. You know, because I was homeless, I couldn't get to the burial because I had my belongings here in New York, and my mother was telling them I carried my belongings around. I don't have to get on the bus. So that town they buried her in, there's no way I could get there without getting on the bus. You know, so they kidnapped her against the right of Septica, because my mother didn't want to be buried in Jersey. She had also said she wanted to be buried in our home country. So when the police found out that my mother was killed and no law in America would help me, I was emailing lawyers, nobody would help me. I had to file a lawsuit by myself for my case against the NYPD for taking my own and sexually harassing me. I filed a process lawsuit in 2013. Arizona was trying to help me in 2014 with the papers. The NYPD when I took him dead. And when my mother was killed in 2015, I filed a process lawsuit against the Bellevue Hospital. No lawyer in America would help me. Even my mother went to alive, no lawyer would help us. You know, it was like almost like some kind of mob gang up. And it happens very frequently. Immigrants have difficulty getting lawyers to help them, especially if we can't pay up front. They wouldn't want to take it on a contingency basis. You know, because they'll think, you know, the jury will be biased against you as an immigrant. Even one lawyer almost admitted to that. So it's very hard to get a jury to side with an immigrant, you know, because especially after 9/11, that the jury would tend to side with the NYPD. And that lawyer admitted to being ethnically biased or nationality biased. You know, so I'm very vulnerable. So this police have discovered that the lawyers don't help me. So they're trying every form of torture, you know, against me. So they're asking the street people to attack me, mental illness on me. So, and this Eric Adams also said, you know, it's expected the police to kill a black person soon as a mistake. And I contacted Eric Adams. I was like, can you please help me? I was vacated by the city of New York. I need a hotel. I'm from Nigeria. I contacted him on social media like 3 times. It wouldn't help me, but it's been helping black Americans that were vacated and put them in hotel rooms. So it's a word that, you know, if anybody's vacated, you have to put them in hotel rooms, because the city of New York signed a settlement agreement with the legal aid society that sued in the 1990s. In the 1990s, anybody that's vacated has to put in a hotel room, but permanently to find a place to stay. So I've been out here on the street, I've been homeless. You know, the NYPD took my home in 2010. I was vacated from my home on Staten Island. So I've been homeless almost 13 years now, and they won't put me in a private hotel room, but they're doing that for black Americans. There were some black Americans that were vacated this year, and Eric Adams went and put them in a hotel room, and he said he wants the NYPD to be putting anybody left on the street in psych ward. So, you know, it's been very hostile. I don't know, because some black Americans are very hostile to Africans. They try to use their power to retaliate because they say Africans sold them to slavery. And this Eric Adams was saying his new name is Esther. My mother's name is Esther. She was killed by a daughter. Who friend went to illness on her. Please go to the Google search. Type in Eric Adams, says his new name is Esther. My mother's daughter's friend mental illness on my mother, whose name is Esther, and killed her. And now he says he wants any homeless left behind on the street to be taken to psych ward. You know, and he says people need to go back to where they came from. New York is for real New Yorkers. The NYPD used to attack me after my mother was killed. You know, at the beginning Brooklyn on 4th Street, downtown Brooklyn near the federal court. Anytime I tried to use the bathroom in the train station there. So they chased me out of the train station, injected me, wouldn't let me use the bathroom, I have diarrhea. So I'll go in front of Eric Adams' office, this is around 2016, and I'll start telling people to have me call 311, that my life is in danger, the NYPD wouldn't let me use the bathroom, and I'll say, in Ohio, in Nigeria became the mayor in that town, in Ohio, and in town in Ohio, and in Iowa, and immigrants are allowed to get driver's license even if they're undocumented. So I don't know if Eric Adams could hear me because I used to stand in front of his office. I was trying to speak with him because I heard he was influential, but I didn't really know who he was. So he must have heard my statement or something, because he made a statement right after that to the press that says people need to go back to where they came from. You go back to Iowa, you go back to Ohio, New York is for real New Yorkers. And back then I used to get made fun of. People say I speak with a fake American accent, because as an immigrant, immigrants sometimes have mixed accents, so sometimes, my accent is very mixed. So when I go to use the bathroom on 14th Street near the A train, on the A train station, the bathroom there, they leave it dirty and flush for weeks and months, and there'll be doo-doo all over, and very sorry to be graphic, and flies, and it was very unhygienic. So I was calling the 511 to report the MTA workers, and all of a sudden graffiti started appearing. So die soon, poser. So people make fun of my accent. And also now I was trying to use the library bathroom on Murray Street some days ago, and the Spanish security guard came and banged on the door, and they were menacing me, and she even lied on me that somebody said I grabbed the key from their hand. I'm like, she was at the front desk when I came to take the key from the table, but the key to use the bathroom is left at the front desk, and she saw me take the key. And as I was trying to return the key, she grabbed it from my hand. I said, never you grab the key from somebody else. I'm like, that's even the policy. You always tell me if I don't find the key at the front desk, I should wait outside the bathroom, somebody's in the bathroom, and as soon as they come out, I should grab the key from them and go use the bathroom. But I was like, but that day, I found the key on the front desk, and she was menacing me for no reason, And earlier that day, I was trying to use the bathroom, I was standing on a ferry, I was being menaced also. She went and locked up the main bathroom, and which created a stampede, a long line, and it also inconvenienced me. The Stanley Ferry Manhattan Terminal is closed by the Manhattan Public Library, New York Public Library on Murray Street. So I was recording that, I'm being menaced everywhere, So I guess, sometimes they do that deliberately, menace me everywhere, because they say if you menace an immigrant, their native accent comes out. So they were just trying to get me. And I guess when they menaced me at the Stanley Ferry, my native accent didn't come out strong enough. I recorded a video at the Stanley Ferry, but sometimes my native accent doesn't come out strong. So they menaced me at the New York Public Library. They hacked into my phone also. So I believe that the NYPD rule says just menace this person, want to drive them crazy. If you can drive them crazy, then we win. Because this person has evidence against us. So they keep menacing me, and they just want me to, they say if you touch an immigrant, at some point the native accent will come out. So every time they menace me, if they can't hear my native accent, they will menace me again. So from the Stanley Ferry, they will menace me. When I try to use the bathroom, if my native accent doesn't come on the video I record, they will menace me again. So they're segregating me, and please, New York City U.S. office, they're conducting terror in New York City and New York State U.S. office. Please, you have to intervene. My life is not safe. They're trying to get evidence from me. I have evidence that can implicate these people. Right now, they don't let me use the laundry. They told the laundry people to let me use the laundry. They managed to have recorded. I have 4 phones here. This is the 6th phone, and this one I'm recording with the 6th phone. I have 6 phones of evidence. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see the edge of the phone. I actually sold this phone. I sold this into my jacket, so nobody can steal it. So the only way they can steal it is to put me in handcuffs and take off the clothes, cut my clothes off, take it off and destroy my phone. So this is what they're trying to do. You can see the edge of the phone. This is the edge of the phone. This is phone number 1. Phone number 2, that's the edge. That's the edge. Phone number 1. Phone phone number 4, you know, whew, and phone number 5, and phone number 6. So how many years worth of evidence against these people? They're terrorizing me, so they're telling people to menace me on the street, and they believe they can, try to confuse my poverty with mental illness. And they have a willing accomplice in the New York University Psychiatric Hospital. The time they took me there in 2019, they had a guy was grabbing me, touching me unwanted sexually on Berry and Fourth Avenue after an African was spraying water at the NYPD in 2019, July 23rd. And then I was complaining, and the police came and knocked me down, choked me. The videos on my YouTube, it's on my Twitter, it's on my Google account. And they took me to the NYPD Psychiatric Hospital. And at the hospital, someone was shouting me too. I approached the mutual to help me because the NYPD had sexually harassed me also, and took my home in 2010. And the mutual lawyer, Gloria, said she's not going to help me because she doesn't want to go against the NYPD for sexual harassment. And but you go against everybody else for sexual harassment. So do you have a pact with the NYPD? So they attacked me, stole that phone. I used to call her, and they were shouting me too. Some of the staff in the hospital were shouting me too. And some people always come and menace me in the bathroom in Manhattan, Pier 25, and shout me too. So I'm being terrorized. I don't know if some of these people are radicalized segment of the Me Too transphobic segment. So this was going on. So when this NYPD come and shop here, come and buy food here on 86th Street and 6th Avenue, and someone tried to run me over with a motorcycle. They also terrorizing, but people sometimes help me out here. So they're marginalizing, segregating me, and they can anything that happens to anyone in the world. And since the Hamas and Israel were in conflict, I've been getting managed the more here. So I'm being used as a scapegoat because historically Africans have been enslaved in Saudi Arabia, Africans have been enslaved in Europe, Africans have been enslaved in America, South America, North America, Canada, Mexico. There's no continent where Africans have been enslaved. And in South Africa, the native Africans were ruled by the minority white Europeans. So my mother's been killed also. So because of my African heritage, I'm a Nigerian transsexual. This is part of the reason they believe they can get away with it. And I've been marginalized. I can't get any help. My friend Arigana was killed while trying to help me with court papers. They had promised to help me, and they almost want to kill them. They were able to get, at least settlement money for his family. No lawyer would touch my case. And some of the lawyers told me that they don't really want to help foreigners because the jury sometimes biased against foreigners, especially if it's against the NYPD since 9/11. They learned that. So because of this vulnerability, the city lawyers that are not interested in helping me, this NYPD believe they can put me to any torture. So please, New York City Human Office and New York State Human Office, please, you have to do something. They're not going to stop. They believe if they can erase all the evidence, the Me Too, Gloria Allred will be free. There'll be no charges against her. All they need to do is get their hands on 4 phones I have here, 5th one and 6th one, and they erase everything, and that's it. So this is their plan, and they're trying to bother me. They're telling me I'm going to be killed soon. People who menace me like that, So please do something. New York State Human Rights Office, New York City Human Rights Office, this situation is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand.